Little Miss Recap contains adult language and is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap, the podcast where the MILFs keep MILFing and we're here to MILF and watch it.
I am here for the fathers. Well, I'm here for some of the fathers.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of like relationship shit between these fathers and sons. There's just a lot happening.
Amanda, I'm afraid that some other podcasters, I don't know who, I haven't listened to coverage yet, are not treating this with the reverence that it deserves.
This is very serious business. These MILFs. These MILFs are doing very serious things with very serious people. I mean, this week this week we had a striptease competition.
Yes. I need everybody who's covering this show to treat it as it is. Yes.
That it deserves. I feel we're doing a decent job of treating it with the seriousness with which it deserves. But no, there's some actual real shit happening here. As much as
there
we're
really
make
is.
fun of these
There
people.
really is. Amanda, why don't you tell us you have something going on with your own MILF in your own life?
I do have something.
How is your mom doing? She had a some surgery yesterday. She good?
She did. Thank you for asking, and thank you everyone who reached out and gave some great advice for products to purchase from ye old Amazon. Now I am definitely in some sort of algorithm where I am getting many suggestions for post-mastectomy care.
Ooh. Okay.
So, sure. But yes, my mom had surgery yesterday. She did really well. She's 80 years old. So,
And she's a MILF.
I think she'd be really offended by that. The idea of my mother being a MILF is really...
Sorry, Mother Amanda.
Yes,
is she listening? Does she listen? No.
No, I think she's really kind of, upset that I do this on a regular basis because I watch these shows.
And if she's going to jump in, it's not going to be into MILF Manor.
It's not going to be MILF Manor. I could get her probably into some of our documentary stuff.
Okay.
That's where, or The Crown is probably the best place I could get her to listen to us. But yeah.
But she's doing well on the mend.
She is.
Good.
We will go fetch her today from ye old University of Pennsylvania Hospital.
Excellent.
Good Jesus. Like that campus.
What, hot doctors?
Well, there's a lot of hot doctors.
Okay.
The resident who was in my mom's surgery, I think appeared to be 12 years old, but he was very cute.
Yikes.
But this place is just so freaking huge.
I know. I think my cousin Hannah works there.
It is just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's like, because there's University of Pennsylvania Hospital, and then there's Children's Hospital of Pennsylvania, or Philadelphia, I guess it is, CHOP, which is like one of the premier children's hospitals.
Is there a MILF wing where they send them?
They should make a MILF wing. I suspect my mother's surgeon might have been a MILF
lover.
No, a MILF herself. Yeah.
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
Oh, the young guy was the assistant.
The assistant, exactly.
Okay. Exactly. All right. Yeah, because I don't know how I'd feel like if I'm in there for a very serious surgery and a 12-year-old comes in. I'd be like, where's your mom? Can she do the surgery?
Can we get your mom in here? I around the time I turned 40, I found out that I have what I refer to as a funky heartbeat.
Ooh. Okay.
I have PVCs occasionally, which basically is like an extra half heartbeat that happens occasionally. And so my regular doctor just happened to notice. Wait a minute.
Yeah. You can't talk about that without me saying, do you have proof of your broken ticka?
I do have proof of my broken ticka. There have been multiple EKGs taken of my broken ticka. I could probably get some paperwork.
Showed up with receipts.
Receipts for my broken ticka.
Okay.
I'm not nearly as good at Cameron as Steph is. No one is. And so I had to go see a cardiologist, and he walks in, and I'm like, oh God, we're in a Doogie Howser situation here. This guy... first of all, I'm 40 years old at a cardiologist. Like the entire waiting room is filled with like 80-year-old people and me. And then this 12-year-old walks in the room, and I'm like, really? We have reached the point in life where I'm now older than my physicians.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'm glad everybody's okay. I'm glad that your ticka's okay.
My ticka's okay. My mother's ticka is okay.
Right.
She came through, and just please send all of your good juju to my mental health over the next 5-6 days as I stay with my mother.
Oof. Yikes.
Okay.
Well,
it's the most of the challenges is working at my mom's house.
Yeah.
I mean, she has an office, but it's not my setup, and it's just
You're gonna be able to record there,
I will
right?
absolutely be able to record.
Okay.
Yes, we have very important recording
You
dates.
cannot take a break. No vacation time here.
No. Honey, I have nothing to do this weekend. If all you wanna do is record, I can put my mother to bed and just record all damn weekend. I got nothing.
So I have to tell you something. Jenny's gonna be here this weekend for
For
Mother's
Mother's
Day.
Day, yeah.
And she and I were gonna do the Bon Jovi documentary for Gen X Corner for June, right? Amanda, it's 4 hours long. I'm like, "Who's directing this? Peter Jackson? This is not the Beatles."
No.
I'm like, "No, I'm not doing it. Can't do it.
Too much.
I'll watch it and I'll talk about it, but to take extensive notes on 4 hours of Bon Jovi?
No,
Do
there's
we
not that
need
much
that
to
long?
say.
I mean, he's a holdie. There, done. End of
Done.
story.
He's a good human and a holdie.
Yes.
Great.
And I'm hot for him just as I was when I was 14.
And my ex-father-in-law is buried like 50 feet from his family's crypt
There you go.
in New Brunswick.
There you go. Will he be buried in his crypt?
John Bon Jovi, I haven't spoken to him about his funeral arrangements, so I'm not sure. There's a chance, though. There's a
Okay.
chance.
All right. All right. Are you ready for the serious business?
I'm ready for the serious business of
All
MILF
right.
Manor. Let's do this.
So let's go. So this is MILF Manor, Season 2, Episode 2, MILFa Mia. MILFa
Right.
Mia.
MILFa Mia, let me go. Or Mamma Mia.
Whoa, we
Mamma
went into
Mia,
Queen
let me
there.
go.
That's okay. I'm okay with it.
Queen or ABBA can go either way.
Yep. So the MILFs and the boys, they're still reeling from the dad's entry into the house.
Mm-hmm. The boys are freaked out.
The boys are totally freaked out. The moms are I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The MILFs
Yes, Amy.
are really loving this. They're really
Yes.
loving it. And Joey's like, "Oh my God, my dad is here." Joey, you're 11.
Joey, go home. I'm not entirely sure you're not waiting for your milk and cookies at the end of the show. Like,
The
go
boys
home. You're a
run
baby.
and hug their dads like they're 5-year-olds.
I know. It's very cute.
And the MILFs think these dads are hot. Now, Barbie,
Many of them are hot.
many of them are hot. Barbie has her eye on dad on the crutches.
Oh, I do not care for dad on the crutches.
He's giving her the coochie tingles.
Dad on the crutches is going to be a real problem. Crutches dad is going to be a problem because this guy is.
I just get the giggles with this show. I can't help it. So Barbie says, "I'm devious and mischievous by nature."
Yeah, you are.
So now there is no chance on earth that I'm not calling Joey's dad Polly Walnuts because he is
absolutely Polly Walnuts.
He is Polly Walnuts from The Sopranos, guys. There's no look. I'm Sicilian. Okay, I
Yes.
come from San Cataldo. My family is from. Nobody, even in my family, is this Italian. This
No.
guy's Italian.
And from
Okay.
Jersey with a pizza
Mhm,
shop. Like, come on.
He's Polly
He is a
Walnuts.
cliche.
Yes. So that's going to be his nickname going forward. I don't even know his real name.
support that.
So Joey and his dad, Polly Walnuts, are in a confessional, and Polly Walnuts is like, "I swear to God, son, I was so happy to see you. Mwah. I couldn't wait to see you. Mamma Mia." I'm just going to be doing it. And
I really don't care for him. There's something about him that gives me the heebie-jeebies.
100%. He's like yeah, we're going to get there. Okay. So Jacob, now somebody suggested from the Backdoor Friends, our Facebook group, which if you're not in there, what are you doing?
Yeah, get with it.
That we call Jacob His Royal Highness. I like that idea, but it's a little too much of a mouthful. So
Well,
he
it's
still
gracious.
wills. He still wills.
Okay, Wills is fine. I'm
He's
fine with
wills.
whatever you want to call
Okay.
him.
So his dad's Ashley. Would you like to have the floor, Amanda?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Ashley is so fucking hot.
Not into him.
Oh my God.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I would do unconscionable, thinkable things with that man.
Really?
Oh my God.
Now, why do you think you're so into him? Why do you think I'm not?
Because he's clean and he's put
And
together.
he has a job.
He has a job.
Mhm,
He's a little upper crust.
He's not weathered
He's
enough
not
for me.
dirty.
Mhm.
No, that's why you're not into him.
I need what's his dick, Rick Springfield over on Love During Lockup to come on over. I just realized that guy looks like Rick Springfield. Oh my God.
He totally does. And his name is Rick. Amy, reference MILF Manor.
Sorry.
Get it together. Yeah, no,
Oh.
Ashley is so fucking hot. I don't even know what to do with him.
I
Like, he
mean,
comes
he's
on the
not
screen and
ugly, he's
I
just not
get
my
coochie
type.
tingles. I get
Ooh,
coochie
ooh,
tingles.
okay,
Yeah,
alright.
he gives me
So,
coochie tingles.
Ashley's all like, "Hello, would you like a spot of tea, son?" Like, he's very British,
He's
very
very
British.
British.
So now we have serious music.
Yes.
Miles tells us he and his dad haven't spoken in years.
Okay, now this is fucked.
I'm like,
whoa.
I'm leaning in, leaning in.
Excuse me, what?
And Miles had actually cut him out of his life years ago.
Uh-huh.
Now we go to Stacy. So let me see if you pick up on the problem here. Okay, 'cause now we
Okay.
go to Stacy.
Stacy's also really hot though, by the way.
Stacy's real fucking hot.
Real hot.
Now, okay, I'm not into no. Is it Stacy? Yes. I'm not into any of the dads.
Okay.
Any of the sons even. Like I'm
Okay.
kind of, just watching this with dry underwear, I guess. I don't know. I'm fine.
Okay, that's
But
fine.
if I had to pick a dad, I think it would be Stacy.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's talk about Stacy and his problems.
Okay.
Of which I think there are many.
So Stacy tells us he was cheating on Miles' stepmother. So here's what I'm thinking.
Mhm.
Broken
Parents broke up.
marriage. I
Yep.
don't like to say broken family. Broken
Yep.
marriage. Okay.
Yep.
Mom and dad break up. Dad remarries. He's got a stepmother that's in Miles' life most of his life.
Mhm. That
Okay.
he feels very close to.
Yep. Then he starts cheating on her.
Yeah.
Miles, by this point, is old enough to know what's going on, as opposed to when his parents broke up and he
Right.
didn't know the dog that his dad probably was at that
Right.
point.
Probably.
So, so Stacy says when things were going toxic, Miles saw it and voiced his opinion, and he hurt me, so we
Mhm.
became distant. Miles says, I called him out on his bullshit, and then I left. And I tried to reach out to him, but he's never responded. So how do they both end up here, Amanda?
Right.
Unless they reached out to them, like one of them had to apply, right?
Right. Right.
And then maybe they reached out to them independently, didn't tell them what the show was, just asked them if they want to be on TLC dating show.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm tempted to believe Stacy more than Miles. Because Miles feels to me like he's coming from a very hurt little kid place.
Yeah.
And not to say his feelings are inaccurate, but they can absolutely be colored by his youth and his pain. I just
see. I disagree. I sided with Stacy.
Oh, you sided with Miles.
No, I was siding with Miles. Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yes. I think Stacy's the bad guy here.
Okay. Oh, I think Stacy's probably definitely a dog.
Yeah.
For sure.
What keyed me in to Stacy probably being a little bit of a narcissist is him saying, Miles called me out on my bullshit and that hurt my feelings. Okay, that's your kid calling you out on something. You don't you work through it. You don't write them off. But he was like, he hurt me, so I cut him off.
Right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
But you know what?
Nothing good is happening here.
We don't know. Time will tell.
Time will tell.
Or maybe, Amanda, both things can be true. Maybe Miles is coming from that hurt
kid place,
angry kid place, and Stacy's a little bit of a narcissist.
All things can be true.
But I'm here for this storyline. I hope, Amanda, do we think that MILF Manor will mend this broken relationship?
No.
Take these broken wings and learn to fly again.
Wow, a little Mr. I was not expecting that.
Okay, all right.
Do you prefer that or Kyrie Liaison?
I don't know.
They're both good.
They're both good.
In different ways, yeah.
Air Supply is coming to Hershey, and I was tempted to go see them.
I would see them with you.
Because I love Air Supply.
I love Air Supply, too.
I do. Okay.
It's why yet another reason I have a really fucked up idea of love.
Another reason why I wasn't popular in high school.
Yeah, same.
So now Lynette gets a text. The dads are here to stay.
Woo!
Now this is a MILF Manor misstep. They're seldom, but it has happened. They needed to give these boys a little more time so we got to know their dynamic first.
Yeah.
Then bring the dads in halfway through. What are you doing?
Right. We needed these boys to start creating relationships with these older women and then have the fathers come in and put a wrench in it.
Yes. So Chris tells us that he's never dated with his dad before,
I
but
mean, who has? So that's not weird. It'd
dad
be
took
weird
him
if you had.
dad took him on a date to the Waffle House once, or to the IHOP, which
Sure.
I love a good IHOP.
I'll go to either a good IHOP or a Waffle House.
Same. And that didn't work out. It was a bad date. So
Didn't go good.
yeah, didn't go good. Now Darren is Crutch Dad. And Sam, who we know nothing about. They've done the wingman thing, but never with the same girl.
No.
And Darren's like,
Darren's
I would
insane.
win.
Darren's insane.
Oh, you think he's insane? Well, he
He's
does like,
he's us. He's like, I only like toxic women.
yeah, there's something about Darren. I'm not attracted to Darren in any way.
Good.
But there's something about him that I'm like, is he for real?
Right.
Or is he acting?
Yeah, he's better looking in person than he is in this People magazine photo shoot.
Oh yeah, I agree. Let me get to him.
He looks real weird in this.
Yeah.
But he looks much more normal in person.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and he seems to be making a good run of it with not being able to walk very well, but there's something about him, the fact that he's like, I just like toxic women, that I'm like,
yeah.
No wonder you're here for Barbie and Crystal then.
He's here for Barbie.
Oh god.
So Darian sells jets.
Of course he does.
And he has 3 grown children. Now, he was married for 15 years and he never thought he would be unmarried. We learned that he fell and fractured his femur. You might want to say that you were skydiving or something.
Yeah, make it.
Not that you tripped up the steps coming home at night, because that's how I would break my femur.
Exactly.
He says he would love to meet someone and is very excited. Now we get this little scene with Crystal and Stacy. They're both from St. Louis.
Uh-huh.
And they're going to eat Church's fried chicken. And they hit it off. That is kind of cool when you meet somebody that's like from where you grew up.
Yeah, absolutely. Particularly in some place that's nowhere near that place.
What are the odds you would meet them here? MILF Manor.
Well, of course. MILF Manor is where people come to bond and create relationships together and to build love.
And to find everlasting love.
Find everlasting love. As Jamie said, I never thought I'd find the love of my life in Canada.
True. True. We don't see a lot of Jamie this episode.
We don't.
So Barbie is talking up Polly Walnuts and they're talking about Sicily. And she's like, I can already tell he's my type. I like Italianos. What she's saying is I like toxic men. Here we go.
Yep.
The boys are not happy. They're off to the side, Joey and Jacob, and they're talking. And Joey's like, the women are just starting to warm up to us. And now they have the older, more mature version of us. And Jacob tells the camera, it's not fair, right? Like, we put a ton of effort into this. You've been there a day.
Hey.
A day.
Well, Amy, they're only like 24. That's a larger chunk of their life than it is for their fathers.
You know, my kids would say this. My kids, they work 1 or 2 days a week and they're exhausted.
Oh, I know.
And it's 4-hour shifts.
I know. The lack of stamina that the younger generation appears to have compared to us is...
They have a lot of drive. They just don't have the stamina, man.
Exactly.
So Darren is kind of wooing Kelly Mack with his jet selling. It's like, yeah, I sell jets, you know.
Kelly Mack's a weirdo.
Sam is pissed. He's like, I can't compete with this. He sells fucking jets. So Chris,
he will inherit the wealth of someone who sells fucking jets one day.
He absolutely will. Yeah. But that's not going to be a plus for the MILFs. The MILFs want to inherit it.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, if I marry him, I'm inheriting it.
They need Jake Anthony needs to come here and help these women create their plans with their DNRs and their wills.
True.
Maybe this could be like an extra credit class with Olga Pudovskaya.
There we go.
How to make this all happen.
How to land a jet selling man.
Exactly.
Yes.
On MILF Manor.
So Chris tells the camera, these women are not here to be with men their age and to share memories. They're here to fuck. I'm like, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
And Michael and Chris both like Crystal.
Sure.
This is the whole thing. Barbie's checking in with Jacob. Are you okay? She's like rubbing his back. Are you okay, son?
Yeah.
And then
there's a real mom energy here.
Then she slips in a little, your dad thought I was one of the daughters. Okay, Barbie, calm down. Jesus. Oh, I forgot to tell you about MAF's Michael.
Oh, yes. MAF's Michael.
It kind of relates to this. Okay. Quick. So when we interviewed Married at First Sight's Michael, I did a collab with him on Instagram. So, in other words, the post shows up under his feed and my feed.
Right.
Okay. So, for a while now, I've been seeing these comments like, you look great. You look great. And I'm like, oh, okay. Thanks. Like, just thinking people are just being polite.
Right.
Because clearly I don't look great, right, in this video. And then last night, finally, I realized what was happening, that people were commenting on his feed. And the reason I realized it is because somebody said, I love your hair. You have great hair. And I'm like, oh, clearly it's not me. What is happening here? And then I realized they're commenting for his on his feed.
Yes. He does have great hair.
So I thought I was getting some real compliments for a little bit there.
Your hair did look really good in your Worthy Up rollout video.
Wait till I roll out Calm the Fuck Down. That's going to be quite
I'm excited for Calm the Fuck Down.
And
again, I'm going to be the chief coaching officer.
Did you notice the manosphere was in that video with me?
Yes, I did hear the manosphere in the video.
Right. Okay.
She's getting real snarky with people.
That's where they were this week. That's why they couldn't be on Seeking Sister Wife. They were helping me film
your Worthy Up launch.
Yes.
I understand.
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. So now, okay, Ashley is chatting up Kelly Mack and he's telling her, oh yeah, I'm a phys ed teacher for like 35 years. But before that, I was a professional rugby player.
Mm-hmm.
So is that what it is about him, Amanda?
Might be that rugby.
Because rugby players are hot.
Rugby players are hot. Some of the best sex in my life was with a rugby player. Like,
there you go.
That could be where it's coming from.
There you go.
Yeah.
So he says he was married 24 years and has only been divorced 9 months.
Okay, Ashley, I'm going to need you to take a pause.
And this, like, okay, so I'm assuming he's talking about Jacob's mother.
Yeah.
So, like, we're also on the heels of a family breakup here. Like, this is in pretty bad taste. This is in pretty bad taste.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, when my marriage broke up, now, okay, so I might have this wrong because I wrote here, double check this. Because the way he phrases it, it could have meant after my marriage had been broken up for 9 months and my divorce and my self-confidence was really low, I started working out. Or he's saying I've been divorced 9 months. My confidence was low, so I started working out. I can't.
It's the latter. So in People magazine, his description is this retired professional rugby player.
He doesn't say phys ed teacher. No. That's funny.
Likes to stay active, whether it's at the gym or on the field. Ashley is new to the dating world after he finalized his divorce 9 months ago. After his marriage of 24 years ended, he found himself deeply affected. After spending time working on himself, Ashley's bounced back mentally, physically, and emotionally and is ready to get back out there. I think he went to the same therapy program your dad did.
Yes.
Yeah, he went once and he was good.
And we're good. I got the guy's number. I could call him again if something pops up.
Something pops up.
I'm like, Dad, something's popping up every day for me. How are you not having things pop up?
Dad, your father had like 7 families. I'm pretty sure something will pop up.
We had to have separate funerals for your father's families. Things should be popping up here. I know my mother. Things should be popping up.
Right.
Jesus. Okay. So Polly Walnuts owns Nino's Coal-Fired Pizza in Toms River, New Jersey. We might have to.
On our way to Seaside Heights?
Might have to.
Yeah.
It was his grandfather's, so it's been in the family a long time. He says his life is about the passion of living and loving and food and manja. And I'm like, okay.
I'm gonna need you to take it down a notch, Polly Walnuts, because you're a lot. He is a lot.
He's a lot.
And he has kind of a bear face. So I'm looking at this photo of him in People magazine. Like it kind of like just around his snout area. Like where if he were a bear, this area of snout. I feel like he kind of looks like a bear.
Like when I had to text you earlier this week and ask you what this bear nonsense was all about.
Yes.
I really think he looks very different in the photo.
He does. He looks kind of like a bear. It's just all snout.
Yeah, and his suit. He needs
not
a longer
good
suit jacket. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
If I can spot a fashion faux pas, it's obvious.
I'm not here for him.
So now Ashley gets a text. Guess what? The men are staying in the room with their sons, and Polly Walnuts is not happy. He needs his privacy because his room is always rocking.
That's right. if the rooms are
Jesus.
rocking, don't come a knocking.
Yikes.
This to me though is much less creepy than when the MILFs season 1 had to stay in the same room with their sons.
Much less creepy.
Much less creepy.
Yes, but still not good.
Not good. This whole year is much less creepy.
Yeah, but it's still
there's still
it's
shit
still
happening
MILF
here.
Manor.
It's still MILF Manor.
So the women chat and they think the dads are hot, and Christina's like the only one who's like, nah, I still like the boys.
Mhm.
I haven't had sex in 8 years. I want the boys. I'm like, okay.
I don't really care for Christina.
Christina is kind of boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
She
she'll be a
doesn't seem
breakout
to have a whole
star.
lot going on.
She might be a breakout star. We don't know.
She might. She really loves a one-shoulder top, though.
She really does.
She really loves a one-shoulder outfit.
Amanda, in the boys' rooms, they're in fucking bunk beds. They're in bunk beds, and there's like a mess in the room.
Of course there is, because these are teenagers.
There's like half-eaten food.
Of course.
There's got to be a gazillion sticky tissues wadded up in places. Who knows what's going on there?
These are children.
Yes.
These are teenagers.
Yes, these are teenage boys. I'm shocked they don't have to play. For one of the challenges,
be a PlayStation somewhere
they
in
should
there.
just hook up an Xbox or a PlayStation.
Yeah.
And just see if the boys even pay attention to the MILFs after that. So they get...
It could go either way. Could really go either way.
Stacy says, this is really awkward because Miles and I have not spoken. Miles tells the camera, my dad makes me feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He's very overbearing.
Ugh.
Do we need a father-son reunification story here?
Well, we're getting one or not. What we need is a therapist. We need Dr. Orna to come here and fix these two up.
Oh, we need Orna on MILF Manor. Orna, give up your Emmy-nominated show and scoot on over to MILF Manor. So they get a text that they have to strip now. And Polly Walnuts is like, this isn't us, Joey, so you got to keep it classy. We don't like to strip. Okay, Polly Walnuts, calm down. They all go off to practice.
I want him to go away.
They're working on routines. So Chris's dad, Michael, says, we need to bring the experience. Do I have that right, that Chris's dad is Michael? Yes.
Yeah.
We need to bring experience. You know, younger guys, they come in hard, but older guys, we come in long. And I strangely understood what he meant by that.
I do too, but...
Like, talk to any woman over 40 and they'll be like, yes, exactly.
Yes.
So he says, I'm coming in with the heat. And Chris goes, he's coming in with Vicks Vapor Rub. Don't even lie. These two are entertaining.
They are entertaining.
They're
I like the shit that they give each other. They seem to actually have a decent relationship. And they seem to just enjoy picking on each other.
I agree. I agree. So now Barbie is bragging about her background in the industry. Yeah, and Crystal says, you know, she likes attention. Yeah, she does.
Yes, she does.
Yes, she does. Crystal, you're right.
Crystal's not wrong about
her
at all.
No.
Crystal's just being an asshole.
Barbie says, I see your side eye, Crystal. Barbie's being an asshole too.
I'm
team no one here.
Yeah, they both suck.
Barbie tells the camera, Crystal's uncomfortable with my past. Okay, she's so clearly projecting here. And it's bothering me because she shouldn't feel shame about her past.
No,
and
not at all.
I guarantee you she does because she's of my generation.
Yep.
We looked at, and your generation, we looked at sex workers in a different way. We looked at dancers in a different way. We looked at anyone who worked remotely in a quote unquote sex-oriented profession.
Right.
Had shame.
Absolutely.
And she shouldn't have it, but she does. And she's clearly projecting that all over the place. We need Dr. Orna in there.
We need Dr. Orna, or we could have Chicken Jenny therapist show up. She could do some past life regressions with these people.
Yes. She would probably do it.
She would probably do it. Or Dr. Shamira Shmarmore.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So Crystal says, this is obvious because she loves attention. And Barbie says, I see your side eye. Barbie tells the camera, Crystal is uncomfortable with my past. She's giving me bombastic side eye. Amanda, what is bombastic side eye?
I don't know.
I don't think that word means what you think it means, Barbie.
I only know Shaggy and Mr. Bombastic. That's all I know about bombastic. And it's not a lot. And I probably just misidentified somebody or said the name Shaggy in a way that indicates that I'm an old lady. Very similar to when I told one of my coworkers once that I was super psyched that I bought a song by Flo Rida.
Oh,
And I said to him, I'm like, "Dave, I bought a song by Flo Rida. I believe it's called Club Can't Handle Me." And he goes, "Never say that again. Never. Never say that again. You sound ridiculous."
I love
and
us.
he was right.
I love us.
I love us too. We're ridiculous. I believe
So
it's called Club Can't Handle Me. No, don't do that. Don't do
No.
that. Don't say that.
that's like my mom riding around. Did you hear the new Taylor Swift album?
Right.
She's all on Taylor Swift. Like Taylor Swift just made her musical debut. I'm like, okay, Mom.
I love how your mother's just coming out of the mole people.
She's Encino Man situation over there. So they talk about the men they're into. Crystal pretty much puts a claim on all of them. This would be my move.
Crystal's down to bang anybody.
This would be my move. I would put a claim on all of these men.
Would you?
Well, not these men.
Okay.
But if I'm in a sitch where I gotta pick one of 5, I'm kind of putting my feelers out there that I like all 5.
Sure.
Until I decide.
Right. Yeah. It's a numbers game.
Yes. And you don't want to commit too soon to a DILF. It has to be, So the dads go first. They're in plumbers' jumpsuits that say Rob's Drain and Pipe. Pipe and drain. Ashley's all boned up. Okay. Now, he's only been on 2 dates since his divorce. So
he's ready to bone.
He's ready to bone. The boys are in UPS outfits that say big loads.
Why is this happening? What did we do to make this happen to us?
So then I wrote, oh, they have to do this in front of each other.
Oh, yeah. There's no way in which I could do this in front of my parents.
I could never strip in front of my mother. Are you fucking kidding me? I could barely do it in front of my husband, the person it's intended for.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
First of all, my mother'd be like, what are you doing? Are you having some kind of seizure?
My mother would want me to know that whatever I was doing was not ladylike.
There you go.
Whatever it was would not be ladylike. And that is a cardinal sin in Martha Lipnack's world. You must be ladylike at all times.
Your mother is more aligned with my gram. My gram would be, no. Yeah. You don't answer the door in a robe. What are you doing? Like, she was so fucking modest. It was unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the boys go first, and they kind of suck until we see Miles.
Yeah.
Miles is real good at this.
Miles has some game. I wasn't really into Miles before this situation. Yeah. I gained an appreciation for Miles during this.
Yes. The other boys don't know what they're doing at all.
No, they're just to watch what's his bucket, the Jacob Wills try to like gyrate in front of somebody was embarrassing.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed for him. And he's like making movements as if he's like going down on somebody. I'm like, no, don't do that.
So then we get a little bit of this. We get this. This is so great because we get this camera with Linnell, and it kind of goes like this. There's probably a lot of trauma here because these guys are doing this in front of their dads, and I don't know how this is going to work out.
She's trying to go all deep. Meanwhile, some like 24-year-old is shaking his dick in her face.
It's
what's happening here?
That would be me. I would be like, can we just talk about how you feel? How you feel doing this in Miles? Are you okay?
Miles, you and Stacy seem very conflicted. Can we talk about this, please? I'm worried about your relationship.
Okay. So Jacob and Ashley tell the camera, this is taboo. And Ashley goes, I know, because you've got your mother to think about. And Jacob's like, oh, no.
But this is the sign clearly of a father who is fresh out of a divorce because he's worried about how his romantic life will look to his child because he's going to be worried about his mother.
Correct. Yes.
Like when my father dates, I don't think that my mother's going to be upset about it because they've been divorced for 45 years.
Right.
It's okay.
If she's still upset about it, she may need to go to my dad's therapist one time.
Just one time. My mother would absolutely be a one and done therapist person. She would never go to therapy. Yeah.
So Chris says, Chris again is very funny. He's like, my dad was looking into my soul. And they're both like, we need to go to therapy together.
I know, they totally do.
All right, so now it's the dad's turn, and Darren's role is to sit on a stool and just shout obscenities.
Narrate this whole thing.
So, now I have a video of Ashley taking the crutches and, like, jerking them.
What I like is that by the end, Darren's suit is just halfway down his knees. Like, he looked like he just went to the bathroom really quick and had to pull his overalls off. And he's sitting on the toilet. That's where his overalls landed.
Well, Ashley has a full-on erection. I can't.
Our parents are so proud right now, Amy.
I'm crying.
I am too. I am completely crying too. Oh my God.
Okay.
We're back.
I just wrote, this is wild.
Yeah, it is wild. There's a 50-year-old man with an erection in front of his child.
Way to keep it classy, MILF Manor. So, this is interesting, right? The dads, when they're doing this, they don't really touch the women.
No.
Meanwhile, the boys are like jamming the women's heads in their dicks and stuff. Like, they were very aggressive. And the dads were kind of like, we're back here just jerking off a crutch.
Ashley didn't have to do more than just gyrate, and you knew what was happening.
Oh my God, he got a full-on erection.
He had a full-on boner.
Mm-hmm. Boner.
And I'm here for it. I'm here for Ashley's boner.
Okay, so basically in the end, the women choose the dads as the winners.
Of course.
And they all get to go on a date together. So here we go on the date, okay?
We're at some Canadian roadside broke down bar.
Crystal is wearing a dress. And it is a dress that looks like somebody with blue hands has come from behind her and is cupping her breasts gently.
At one point, she's walking and you can see the tape is like holding on for dear life because her skin is like puckered where the tape is pulling.
This
dress does not fit.
It doesn't fit, but she has a rockin' bod.
Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Can you imagine what that dress would look like on me?
Or me? I'd look like a sausage casing.
I would look like the boob part would just be down by my belly button. And
I don't feel like there's enough tape in the world to make that situation happen.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm. So they go to dinner. There's a band. We didn't hear the band, thank God. Stacy says, I don't know what the women were doing with the young boys, breastfeeding them. Gross.
Gross.
No, gross. Stacy.
Ashley, not in, or Stacy. Yeah, Stacy, not into that.
No. Lynette is dancing with Polly, and he's like, oh, sorry, I keep staring at your tits. Gross. Don't tell me. First of all, don't use the word tit to your date. Okay. Right. Number 2, I could tell you're staring at my tits. Don't tell me you are.
Right. I know it. I'm looking at you.
Yeah. So she says, well, they're real. And he says, they're perfect. Poor Lynette.
I'm liking Lynette more this episode than I did last time.
She may be the voice of reason here. We don't know.
She may be the voice
TBD.
of reason. I will say, though, it was interesting that all the women were wearing athleisure wear.
Yeah.
For the whole day.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I mean, no shame in that. I too wear quite a bit of athleisure. Lynette, gorgeous woman, banging body, but you could tell she has not had the work done these other women had done.
No.
Nope. And actually, that makes her way more attractive to me, personally.
I agree. Yeah. So Barbie's dancing around Darren, and Crystal's pissed because Darren can't move, guys. So he's just standing there as Barbie does like a slithering little dance around him. And Crystal's
as if he was a maypole.
Yes, thank you.
It was as if he was a maypole, and she was dancing around him with ribbons.
So Crystal walks over there and claims him back.
These two women are going to kill each other.
There's going to be a fist fight.
There's absolutely going to be some sort of blood-inducing fight between these
blood
two women.
Atonement?
No, we're not going to blood atonement.
Okay.
That's too
okay.
Too dark.
Too dark.
But I feel like there's going to be fingernails in someone's face.
Ooh, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Darren says, I'm triggered by Crystal because I always pick the women with the most drama, and I'm trying not to do that.
Well, Darren, you're talking to the women with the 2 most drama.
No wonder
Good
why
job.
Sam is like a mute child, because he probably
Right.
grew up in a house full of drama.
Yeah, I think Sam could use your dad's therapist, but he might go twice.
Oh, then he can't go to my dad's therapist.
That's true.
He's gonna have to
He's
go
a
to
one and
Janet.
done.
He's gonna have to go to Janet.
Okay, that's fine.
So Barbie pulls Crystal outside, and Barbie's like, "I'm getting weird tension from you. Like when I talk about stripping, you seem to get uncomfortable or mad. And when I talk to someone you're interested, you seem to get mad, like with Darren." And Crystal's like, "I don't give a fuck about you being a stripper." And then she says, "I'm
Mm.
friends with women a lot worse than you."
Not a good
Ugh.
line, Crystal. Not a good line, and I get why Barbie got up and was like, "Oh, well, you can just fuck right off."
Yeah, me too.
I would too if someone said
Yeah.
that to me.
So Barbie walks off and goes inside and sits between Darren and Michael. Now, poor Darren, they put him on the outside and he's got to keep sliding over and trying to get people in there.
Oh, no, over his busted leg.
Crystal brings the drama back inside.
Yes, she
Can't
does.
let it rest. And she tells the camera, Barbie thought she was going to be the star and I'm getting attention. She doesn't like it. Darren tells the camera, this is hot, but I need to go for something a little less spicy.
Yeah.
He says, I'm like a moth to a flame with this shit. Lynette tells the camera, this is fucking stupid. Now they're shouting. Barbie leaves. As she's leaving, this is classy.
Oh, yeah.
As she's leaving, she's screaming and throwing glasses at Crystal.
Always great. Always great
Polly,
when you end a conversation that way.
The ending sentence I have for this episode is Polly drags her out of there. She smashes her glass. This is not Polly's first rodeo.
No, Polly
He knows exactly how to carry a screaming woman out of a bar. Yep.
Oh,
so then we have next, before we get to our MILF of the week.
Yes.
We have next time on. Barbie's moving out of the women's quarters.
Yeah,
Where's she going? We don't know. Maybe she's moving in the Rilfie.
Maybe.
Crystal and Michael flirt over her throwing hands. He's like, oh, you throw hands. You don't throw words. They have sexual yoga in threesomes, like a MILF sandwich between the two men, which is real weird.
It's way different than when I was a child and I used to ask my parents to make a Buzzy sandwich.
Oh,
and they would pick me up and then they would hug.
That's cute. That's really
very
cute.
different. Very different.
Jamie has a secret.
What's her secret?
I think she's bisexual.
Oh, okay.
Because she's saying the reason I'm not having a connection is
I think she has someone on the outside.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe she's into one of the women.
Oh, maybe.
Which I'm here for that.
That would be amazing. I would like her to have something for Kelly Mack because I think it would send Kelly right over the edge.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I
want her to have something for Crystal. Crystal would lose her shit.
Crystal would lose her shit.
So then another woman comes in. Guys, come at us in the comments. What is Jamie's secret? What is this MILF hiding? And
what is this agent of chaos woman going to bring to this? Because you know she's going to be an agent of chaos.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Who's your MILF of the week? Oh.
I think my MILF of the week might actually be Lynette.
I picked her too. Because I thought she was the voice of reason. See, we're so aligned. We're going to have MILF of the week together every week.
We are. She's coming in really sane.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the fact that she is, no drama is going to be the thing that's going to help her slide past all these other women.
I could see a world where Ashley and Lynette connect.
I could see a world where one of these men connects with Lynette. I just hope it's not Darren. Well, it won't be Darren because she doesn't have drama.
Darren, who do you think Polly Walnuts is going to end up going for? Barbie, right? Is
Barbie.
The obvious answer here.
Barbie, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because she would work at the Bada Bing,
She would work.
This is a whole thing. Yeah. All right, guys. That's it for your MILF Manor Thursday.
Oh, my gosh.
Very different than Married at First Sight Thursdays that you had 2 weeks ago.
It is. It's very different because we don't hate these people yet.
We really don't. I have to tell you some things that are coming up. So Amanda and I, we took a poll in the Facebook group. We're going to be tackling the Murdaugh murders and case.
Or Murdoch, Murdo. Like it's pronounced 17 million different ways.
I thought it was Murdaugh.
It's Murdaugh. But like every time you talk to somebody in one of these documentaries, everybody has a different pronunciation of the name.
True. So that will be coming probably in June. That'll be coming. Because it's going to be after Seeking Sister Wife is over.
Correct.
We have heard that they're replacing Seeking Sister Wife with Unexpected. We are not covering that. Boo, boo, boo.
No.
We were hoping for Plathville, hoping real hard.
No.
It's not coming. So until we find a good show to land on, we're going to do some murder docs and stuff like that. Steph and I are doing McBee Dynasty.
Right.
Can't wait. And Meredith and I, this coming week, are recording a video in which we are going to rhetorically analyze the Silver Springs video from Fleetwood Mac. Well, not the official video, the 1997 performance.
The one where Stevie Nicks basically like hate sings it to Lindsey Buckingham the whole time, and it's just it's everything.
It's everything. And Meredith is somewhat of a Fleetwood Mac scholar, so she's going to take me through it. And so that's going to be delivered to you in some form. It might be chopped up and put on social media. We're not really sure. Maybe I'll throw it on Patreon if people want to see it. It's up to you guys. But that should be fun. I think
I will definitely enjoy that.
And it's kind of a way that I'm testing out this new software that I have where we can react to video. So I'm also using it for, on the $12 tier, I do the soap opera stuff, and I'm doing Marlena's Possession in a video.
Yes, I can't wait to see that too.
So I'm using it for that too. So we're going to see how it works.
Cool. Okay. I like it.
All right, guys. If you want to support the show, join us on Patreon, Supercast, Apple subscriptions. We got a ton of content over there. I can't even get into it. Rick Springfield's on Love During Lockup this year.
Yes.
Rick Springfield and Samantha Fox are together on Love During Lockup. And we're doing 90 Day Love in Paradise with you-know-who. Sperm problem.
Yeah.
And we're doing the Jinx, and I'm loving it. Season 2.
I need to start watching it. I've been listening to you guys.
Yeah.
I need to start watching it.
It's so good. It's so good. And follow us on Instagram. Leave us a 5-star review. Jump in Backdoor Friends. And Amanda, thank you for your service to MILF Manor.
My pleasure. It is the work that we have to do. We've been called to do.
We've been called to do it.
MILF Manor. Many are invited, but few are willing to take the chance.
Wow. Okay. And we treat it with the reverence it deserves.
Of course.
You get your MILF Manor. MILF Manor Thursdays. Only on Little Mystery Cup.
There was a man's erection this week. It needs to be treated with a certain level of respect.
I agree. All right, guys. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon.
Take care, everyone.